Yo, I just want to tell y'all niggas, man, some real shit. Take me the fuck out this chat. This shit ain't putting no fucking bread in y'all pockets, man. It ain't putting no bread in my pocket. Y'all disturbing me. I'm trying to use my phone for other purposes. Take me out this shit or I'ma fucking stab you niggas. Real shit. Niggas putting ass pics up. Niggas talking about fucking 2K14 and PS4 and all. I don't give a fuck about that shit! Take me out!
Yeah. Another week here at Take Me Out This Chat. You here with Bucky, Chef Mauve, and the homie G's.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, man? How was y'all week, man? What's up?
It's all right, man.
Actually, I had a great week.
Yeah.
Great week. Yeah, you know, our Philadelphia Eagles got a victory on
I appreciate
Thursday
that,
night.
man. Keep it 100. Y'all beat our arch rival, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, we definitely did y'all a favor.
Definitely. Now we got to handle our business.
First place.
All right, nah, we'll see by the end of the night. Yeah, but how was your week, G's?
My week was all right, man. My young boys had a game yesterday, flag football drum. So
My man, Coach G's, be out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Drawing
saying?
up them plays.
Yeah,
Right.
you know?
Little
Offensive
Giants type
coordinator,
plays, huh?
you know what I mean?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even supposed to coach, yo. Like it just kind of happened. Like
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, that's how
it really like it just kind of happened.
But
I'm
it's
like,
cool because
huh?
you get to coach your
So,
son
you know,
and you
I gotta
start now.
listen.
You might want to keep going. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of work, man. It's definitely a lot of work.
Definitely.
I worry about other
Y'all
young
practice
boys.
how
too.
many days a week?
2 days a week.
Yeah.
The young boys like it, man. So,
I ain't gonna lie, though. That's something I definitely would want to do too,
As a kid.
especially
Yeah.
when my son gets a little older.
I can't wait. I'm putting him right
definitely
on,
want coach.
right on underneath Coach G's wing. Hey, you playing with
you
Coach G?
too? Nigga, you coming out there with me? I need, we gonna have a little team.
Hey, AJ, you going with Coach G's? You know
Listen,
what I'm
that's
saying?
why I need to get my bread right. I need to get financially stable right now. So by the
Come
time
that time,
a couple
right,
years, I
right,
can
right.
be full. You know what I mean? Full go with my son's athletics. You know what
It's
I
gonna
mean?
happen fast, dog. You gonna be out there buying cleats and
Yeah.
Nike Under Armour,
Yep.
all that. Hold on.
Cause I ain't gonna front. I need my son to be out there looking jiggy. I mean, they say you look good, you play good. So I need my son out there looking fly.
Yeah, I feel you on
So you
that.
be out there and don't want to be out there.
Nah,
Just
my young boy
lay
ain't got
in
no
the grass,
choice.
looking at the
Nah.
butterflies.
Nah, it's in his blood. You know what I'm saying? We football players. It's in his blood.
Right.
Yeah, but before we get started, man, you know, shout out to the family out in Millville, New Jersey. This weekend, we laid to rest one of our queens, Rose Mendez. So shout out to the Andrews and the Mendez family out in Millville, as well as in Pottstown, man. We laid my grandma to rest yesterday. Yeah, so
Rest in peace.
you know, that's all love. We're gonna dedicate this episode to her. So if you a Mendez, you a Andrews, you know, this one's for y'all. All right, so what y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to get started into the topic of the week? Y'all got some on y'all chest y'all want to talk about?
I mean, I'm just trying to talk some shit today. What y'all want to talk about?
Well, I mean, before we even get to the topic of the week, I like the conversation we was having before we got on the mics.
What conversation?
About at what point do you go from being the old you into at that caterpillar stage and then turn into the butterfly in which you are as an adult?
Oh, at what point you turn from
Bucky to Aaron.
from Hing Sam Bucky
It's a corporate bucket.
vegetarian buck?
Vegan bucket.
to vegan Bucky. I like that, matter of fact. I kind of like that.
You
To
used to
vegan.
eat Hing Sam
Every
5-6
night.
days a week.
Yeah, but you know
That's
that.
the buck I
And then,
buck.
and then take it to work with you for leftovers.
Yeah, but as you get older, that's real. But as you get older, you start to realize that Hang Sand ain't where it's at. That John killing us slowly. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta start making better food choices, man. You know. So as I got older, I chose to stay away from the Hang Sand. That shit killing us, man.
I mean, listen, I don't think I ever really. I mean, I think I changed. I definitely changed, but I don't think I changed much. I think some of us change more than others. Change is good, though.
Nah, that's why I said you go
Change
from a
is
caterpillar to the butterfly. I think I'm definitely in my butterfly effect.
Yeah, if you ain't changing, that means you ain't progressing, which means you stagnant.
So a couple of y'all niggas are stagnant.
Yeah, it's definitely a couple niggas that's stagnant.
As in yourself, nigga. You goofy as
No,
shit.
I ain't stagnant.
So what you think the biggest change you made in your life since and I ain't trying to hear you Xander, nigga. So what's
No, I ain't talking about my. You know, I don't want to bring my kids into this.
So what's the
too
biggest
much.
change you think you made from being Chef Mauve and the being the
still
CEO
Chef
of
Mauve.
GTM Dollar Bulls and
No, I'm still Chef Mauve, but I mean, like,
This is crazy.
the biggest change I made is I just don't really have too much free time. You know what I mean?
All right.
I pretty much I keep myself busy. You know
Right.
what I mean? And there's a lot of lifestyle changes I made. Like I don't smoke marijuana no more. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with anybody who smoke
Why
a
is that
little
the first
bud,
thing you bring up, though? What's wrong with
because that was a
marijuana?
major change for me.
No, 100%. You
Over-
know they call
over
me
the-
Buck Marley for a
Yeah,
reason.
yeah,
So
used to be Buck Marley. You know, we used to blow it down.
man, listen, you know,
Yeah.
right?
And ain't nothing wrong with blowing it down. Every once in a blue moon, I'll hit a spliff.
Yeah.
But blowing ain't for me because
Slows you down.
it slows me down. I can't manage my lifestyle and be blowing this shit. And plus, the money and shit costs money.
Shit costly. Yeah.
That shit
that's-
$10 a L. Some niggas is rolling 3.5s in the backwood.
Nah, yeah.
yeah, you
He's
know.
rolling $25 a pop.
Definitely an
You know what I
expensive
mean?
extracurricular activity. I definitely feel
So you
that.
feel like you changed that, Buck?
Yeah, like I mean, I think I changed a lot. Like, just my whole mindset. I think I'm more along the lines of being a more passive person. I definitely gave the bud up. You know what I'm saying? As far as that goes, I think it's been like 7+ years since I smoked. But yeah, I think that, to be honest, I think that was one of the major changes in my life because how much we smoked used to burn it down. Like it used to be something crazy. Like that used to be a major part of the everyday lifestyle, but you don't realize until you stop smoking how much time you spend on doing the nonsense.
How much time you spend bullshit?
Yeah, like just literally.
Yo, rolling up. Listen, my whole thing is I could see myself smoking again,
Yeah,
but it'll strictly be before I lay it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the night, I'm trying.
Relax.
You know what I mean? Relax. I smoke a little something, or like I said, I'll smoke on occasion.
right.
I go to the movie theater and I'm going to go see the Avengers,
Right,
3D.
right.
I'm blowing it down,
Right.
Because that shit just make the movie extra.
I'm gonna be
But,
honest.
like-
Like I just think I'm past that. Like
But
I
as
don't.
far as
I don't really urge for the bud. Like I mean, people.
The bud is like the main topic here. Like, it's
No,
other
I'm just
ways
saying,
niggas done
but that's what
changed.
we're
Like,
talking
it ain't
about.
just the bud.
Man, why you so defensive? We
I'm
just
not.
talking about.
I'm
You
just
know what I'm
saying.
saying?
We talking
He
about
just
bud
said
right
we
now.
both said
We
bud
both
was
quit.
a major change in our
That's
life.
what we quit.
Ain't nothing else.
I mean, I don't really drink. I don't really drink no more. I
only
mean,
the bud. That's the only
I mean,
reason y'all
obviously
changed.
niggas like for me, I probably got better with my finances and different
Yeah.
miscellaneous shit. But like the bud was a major thing.
that was a major culprit in my life. But not only that,
I
like
get the fact-
no. But in all honesty, like the whole diet change and stuff like that. I still remember the day of. I'm actually coming up on my year of me going to the gym and stuff like that. October 10th, because I remember one day me and my daughter was playing at the old crib, running around the crib, and she shot up the steps. I shot up the steps behind her, no problem. But when I got to the top of the steps, I felt myself at a point where I'm like, oh, a nigga need a timeout. Like, so I'm like that, and she's only 7 now, so I'm like, this is no good. Like, this is a no go. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be chasing after a 7-year-old, and my son's only 3, and I still gotta do this for another 10+ years. You feel what I'm saying? So like, at me being at the age that I am and being tired already, it was that day in which I made a conscientious decision to like, I gotta get back in the gym. I gotta start doing stuff. So from October 10th to about January 13th or something like that, I went to the gyms 100 days straight.
You got the dates and everything.
Like, yeah, no, like it was that was like something.
Listen, that's something I need to make.
Like that was a conscientious decision. Like that was something that was really affecting my life, and I felt like it was touch and go. Like my family has a history of high blood pressure on my dad's side, so stuff like that is meaningful for me. Like I can't be sitting there playing around. So once I made that decision to make a change, like that's why I'm so big on like the caloric deficit and like just watching what you take in and things of that nature. Because like I really do my homework on a lot of that stuff because the last thing I want is to be back on this point where like I was over 330. You feel what I'm saying? So at that point, nigga, that's not no little bit of weight to be moving around with. So now that I'm clear of 290. So like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm right
so it's a
there
big
with you.
difference. So it makes a big difference in your life, and not only just the fitness aspect, but it just changed your whole lifestyle. So now you got more energy to do other shit and stuff like that. And I feel like me cutting weed out and all that was a big contributor to that too as well.
What changes you made?
I mean, I don't think mine is just as like weed or like alcohol or anything like that. I mean, the changes you make is just growing up, man. Starting to see things through a different scope, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the changes I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't just talking about some weed and I stopped, eating this. Like that's cool too. But I'm talking about growing up as like a man, as an adult. Dads now, niggas is involved in businesses and different ventures,
But that
man.
is a major part of it. What
I'm
we
saying,
talked about
I
is a major part of
that's
what changing your views on your scope. Because like I said, you gotta understand, nigga, I blow a L right now.
Right, you down.
Let me blow a whole joint and
ain't
let it
going
be
to
some
this
gas.
podcast,
I ain't
right.
doing shit today, bro.
Right.
Like I don't give a fuck what I got to do today. I'm you know what I mean? So like you said, man, like niggas got kids now. Niggas is purchasing houses.
Facts.
Niggas is getting a business in line. Niggas is trying to, kickstart businesses, entrepreneurship, and it's a lot, man. Like it's a lot to balance. So you got to definitely be on your A game, like I said. But some people, like, I'm not even talking about the weed no more. It's just, those are the changes that we go through, man. When we
Nah, but in all honesty, like
we ain't the 21-year-olds no more. But
facts.
like, you know what I mean? Remember we used to get together every day. Like niggas used
Burn
to
it
ball,
down
yeah,
and play
burn
ball,
it down,
whatever,
play
yeah.
ball heavy.
Red top at the center.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Burn, go get some food somewhere.
Hang sand.
Nah, we were at a buffet somewhere for sure.
Yeah. Some nonsense we wasn't supposed to be eating.
Yeah,
But
man.
now you get a little older, start making a little more conscientious decisions on what you want to put in your body, stuff of that nature. I mean, and at the same time, like you said, when you're changing on a mental level, where now we're out here, we're doing business ventures, where like we could have been burning and whatever the case may be. We'd have thought about this for 3, 4, 5 months. That's all it would have been, was a thought.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No plan is in action. So now we're at a point where that's where I think one of the biggest changes happened with me is that I no longer just think about shit. Like I'm willing to put it in action to the point where I'll take a loss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm willing to take a loss because I feel like I'm at a young enough age where I can still bounce back from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where one of the major things I think that a lot of people are afraid of in life in general. Like, especially if you're in your 20s, bruh, take as many chances as you can. You're still young enough to bounce.
Risk it all.
You're still young enough to bounce back from whatever loss you take.
Take risks.
Yeah, I mean that's high risk, high reward. That's what it's all about. And I think that's where a lot of times we miss. Yeah.
I know some of the people we hang out with, some of the other people that ain't here we hang out with. Niggas took risks that could have got us.
Absolutely.
When do you think when do you think these changes begin to occur though in your mindset and you know what I'm saying around age group? To me, like personally, because we're all close. We've been around each other pretty much
20-something years.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I think I think that Ignite time period was crucial in niggas' lives. Like, and you know
You
what I
said
mean?
nighttime?
Ignite.
Oh, Ignite.
Stream,
All right,
You know what I mean? Even though
There's a lot of learning in
even
that.
though it did, like, you know what I mean, whatever the venture was or
Yeah.
whatever, and then, it was a scam, this, and that, and the third. But I think for some of us, I think it began to wake us up just different opportunities
Facts.
of doing just different thing, different activities to
Get
gain
money. Yeah.
residual income.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
Like,
it opened the mind to even start thinking about residual
You know what I
income.
mean?
You know what I mean?
I think that's
to
true.
think about residual income. Because, I mean, we sit and we would sit and talk about a bunch of bullshit about how we can make money, but we didn't have a game plan. You know what I'm saying? We didn't think about nothing like that. So even though, like, Ignite didn't work for us, and I'm not going to sit here and say it's not going to work for everybody. It didn't work for us. It didn't work for...
It worked. I'm going to tell you, it worked for me.
I mean, for certain people, it did work.
Listen, I'm going to tell you why it worked, because at the end of the day, I lost no money with it.
Right.
I actually made more money than
You
I
lost.
than
Did
I
you put in?
out.
Right,
All
right.
All right. Two, like I said, it just woke me to the mindset of creating different residual incomes.
Right.
And that's what wealth building is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to make 100 million doing one venture.
Right.
It's usually a collection of different things that you kickstart and invest in that eventually don't need your time but continue to kick back a check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's no different than
So I mean, I like the direction we're going with the whole financial thing. So give us some examples of what you think might be some opportunities in which you might have took coming from Ignite to where you at now,
Well, like,
to show you even the losses you might have took.
But even like, so even talking like just financial, like we might not get all into businesses per se, but like just like how you view your finances. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. Like Jeez was saying, not to put his business out too much, but he got a new car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he had to go make that up and get another hustle that paid for that. So his bread and butter is not being affected. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And too many times, like, we take our bread and butter, whether it's your 9 to 5 or whatever, and we want to stretch that. You know what I mean? And that's where people lose 9 times out of 10 because
to the point where basically
you cannot stretch your bread and butter. Like honestly, you got to stay down to the point to where you can get some excess money and do something else to create a whole nother pot. And you only get so many chances because most of us, we're in the middle class, you know what I mean? Some of us in the lower class, but we're in the middle class. And even the higher middle class is like your lifestyle, people adjust their lifestyle based on their income. So 9 times
instead of adjusting their income based on their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? People and a lot of times people get lost in what you're saying as far as the aspect of stretching their 9 to 5 to the point where their 9 to 5 now becomes a liability instead of picking up another asset. You know what I'm saying? Which what G's did. He picked up another asset to cover the liability. His car being a liability, but he picked up another asset, which is his other, situation, another hustle to cover his liability. So as long as you have an asset to cover the liability, you're 100% cool. Right. And that's but that's the way of rich man thinking. Like, you feel what I'm saying? If before I pick up another liability, I'm going to have an asset that can cover that liability. You feel what I'm saying? So
basically, nigga, they're saying is you gotta have more than one hustle. Like, you can't just be out here on one hustle. Like, you have to have more than one job. Like, basically, that's just what it is, though. Like, people don't want to accept it, but nigga, that's basically what it is. Like, you have to.
Because, like, me personally,
your ideal, like I said, it's no right or wrong, but your ideal is to find things that you can kickstart initially with some money and your time, and over time,
become passive.
It takes less of your time and kicks back.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we all want financial freedom.
That's what we're looking for, time.
You know what I'm saying? We want our time back.
Exactly.
You know
That's all we're working for. Like, a lot of people don't get that. It's like, you work so hard now for time. Like, when people talk about retirement, you're working 40 years for a time. Like, at the end of the day, when you're 65 years old, you're not, like, the finances are cool, but what you're really looking for is the time. Like, you want time. You want time. You're working for time. So what you picking up other assets, you picking up other jobs or whatever the case may be, eventually, like you said, the hustles in which you pick up, you want them to eventually become passive. So like, that's what I'm big on. I'm big on passive income. So, like, I want things that I could put in locations. I want things that I could do where eventually it starts making money itself, and I just got to check on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I talk to you about that all the time. I'm big on passive income. I'm big on, like, other stuff like that where, like, it's not me taking time away from my family for the simple fact for me to get another job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I want to invest in something that's going to be able to kind of maneuver my time around, so I have a little more freedom and or the finances to do a little more stuff with my kids, or them to be able to do whatever they want. Right.
To piggyback off that, going back to what we said, it takes risk.
Right.
Even small investments take risk.
Right.
And you know what I mean? A lot of people are scared are just scared to take their money that they worked for,
right,
and throw it out there.
Man, you don't. You have a lot to lose, but you really don't. Like,
I mean, but that's what
you do though, because really, if you lose all your money, like
you have a lot to lose, but you have more to gain.
But you do have more to gain. Yeah. Like, that risk maybe it depends.
So
it depends if they have a good. If that risk is worth it, like you said, like, what are they getting themselves into? Did you do your homework? Did you figure out what's going on with this type of risk you're willing to take?
Yeah, no blind risk.
Like,
right.
But the whole thing is, it's the glass half full, half empty.
Right.
I mean, how many people you talk to, and some people are just like, no, I ain't doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Because they just naturally look at the glass half full, and then some people look at it half.
I think that goes.
Full. Some people look at it half empty, but
right. I think that determines, like, what kind of questions you're asking. When somebody's telling you about, like, somebody knock at your door trying to tell you something about a business, and you're like tuning it out, feeling like, nah, I'm cool. You probably ain't asking the right questions.
Right.
Like, if you ask the right questions, that'll let you know whether you should
Well, you know,
ask for some paperwork, maybe even look it over. Like, but you can't. Sometimes you really gotta take
every business ain't for everybody though. Also,
right.
You know what I mean. So the whole thing is like everybody individually finding something that they maybe enjoy doing or that they're good at doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not telling a carpenter to go be an electrician.
I mean,
You know
but
what
only
I mean?
only you know like what you're willing to put the time into. Because regardless on if it's going to eventually become passive and or not. First of all, it's going to take capital. Second of all, it's going to take some type of manpower. So it's going to take you to give some type of labor hours up. Are you willing to do that? Some people aren't. It's going to take more than others. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where I feel like Jesus is coming. Like the labor power might be you got to sit down and read this shit. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people like to sit down and read. You know what I mean? Because Jesus, he brought a book to our attention in the chat. And I thought it was the first thing I said, as soon as you're done with that, John, pass that shit off. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What was that John called again?
You want to plug it?
My homie put me on the book, man. He's going to call Secure the Bag, man. Like, it's a great read. Yeah, great read. Check it out for sure.
You want to go into it a little bit? Or, you know?
Nah,
all right. I mean, well, you heard what he said. Take the book, take your time and read it. So but that's basically what we're talking about. Take the labor hours, get your ass up and go find the book. Once you get the book, read it. You know what I'm saying? But that shows you how hungry you are to really start securing the bag. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's definitely tools out here to figure out. Like, no matter what your situation is right now, is basically what I learned. Like, if you're in a terrible situation, there's tools out here to figure out a way to get out of that situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like really putting in the time to figure out where these tools are and kind of doing your research, I guess.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm going a little off topic. I know.
We just talking today, though.
But when you as you start to become a little more financially freer, I mean, we're not at the point where we all want to per se say that we're financially free any way, shape, or form. Not even close. You know what I'm saying? But as you become a little more comfortable in your situation, do you feel like a burden of your family becomes yours?
I think as for me, that's how I look at it. Like. My family means a lot to me.
And I'm not talking about just immediate, you know what I mean?
I feel like, if I could put myself in position to take care of my family, immediate, whatever, like, hell yeah, I'm all for it. Like, that's what I'm striving for. And if I fall up a little short than that, then hopefully I'm still in a decent position to do some things. You know what I mean? Like, if that ain't your goal, I don't know what you out here doing.
I mean, not even it being the goal. Like, I just feel like sometimes it's just a burden. Like, I see myself and, like, I see, like, me and Erica, I feel like a bird, like, you see yourself is being in a comfortable position. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Erica, I feel like we're in a pretty comfortable position. But at the same time, I feel like not comfortable as far as I'm financially able to do whatever the hell I want. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is I'm in a better position than most of my family. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? And in that aspect, but in that aspect, I feel like it's kind of a give and go of like I kind of feel great about it, but at the same time, I don't want to get too far without feeling like I need to pull my family as well. Like you feel what I mean? Like. By any means necessary.
I feel like that should be your motivation. Though.
No, 100%.
I ain't gonna lie. I've embraced that. Like, I've been in that role basically since I've been 18. To be honest with you, like, like my immediate family, like,
we kind of got into it yesterday about that.
I'm, you know what I mean? Like, not to sound like that, but I've always felt like I'm the go-to guy. Like, I'm the one
nothing wrong with that.
Who handles situations. I take care of situations. I take care of my folks, and like. And that's part of my motivation, like, you know.
I don't like the niggas that complain about being that person. Like, for me, I'm like, what you complaining for? Like, somebody gotta take on that role. Like, if you think about it, like, even when we talking about them roles and relationships, there's roles in families too. Sometimes you can't bitch and complain about the role that you got. Like
head of the household.
I mean, sometimes head of the family. I mean, and especially you're. I think you're like one of the older males in your family, so that kind of puts you in that position from the rip. You know what I'm saying? You being one of the older males, one of your older siblings with your mom, as well as being one of the older grandkids. And
it's just been ingrained in me.
Yeah,
like. You know
what I mean? I feel like, you know, some people don't feel that way, but I personally feel like that's just how it should be. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know no other way than that. Like, some cats don't believe that, though.
Yeah. No, I feel like 100% like,
their whole life. Like,
no, I'm not.
You can't be a liability all the time. With
I want to be used as an asset, though. Like, I kind of.
But I feel like also, I feel like not everybody and, you know what I mean, all of our homies and stuff, we all got different homies at the same time, but I feel like our core group, a lot of us were like more like leadership type dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like our values, you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like
I mean, it's kind of like I say it funny sometimes in the chat, but like it's kind of special and cool to see that the guys that we started with are kind of the same guys we deal with now, and like none of them have any major like setbacks in their lives where it kind of affected them to the point
and
where
we've always
they're
been
unfunctioning.
competitive.
Yeah.
Like we're competitive.
Right.
Like that's in us. Like how we were raised.
right.
The group of people we've been around.
We basically spent
We're-
half our lives
like,
being
we're-
athletically competitive against each other every damn
Just
day.
in general.
So now, like, it's like
we never like basically. You're not gonna be like, yo, geez, you a scrub, and you
Right.
just be like,
Yeah,
yeah.
nah,
Niggas
hell
lace them
nah.
up.
A nigga call you a scrub, like, fuck out of here, like,
Lace it up.
I'm gonna show you.
yeah, right.
Like I ain't gonna talk about it. Like
We going
I'm
right
not no
inside.
scrub, bro. Like don't disrespect me because I'm
Yeah.
far from a scrub.
Nah.
Like that's not in. Like we just never been losers.
Yeah, but it
And,
came
like-
from the athletic side of things
Right.
to now we took it to the part where it's business. So now when I see that now you have a full set studio, you have a whole nother floor where you're turning into something different. That doesn't do nothing to me but push me.
Yeah.
It's all about motivation at the end of the day, and I feel like a lot of us are being motivated by each other to do nothing but greater things. Like we don't have anybody that we're like, man,
Nah,
you doing shit with your life.
I'm glad you said that about the motivation part because I feel like it's definitely important that you have friends around you that motivate you
Right.
to do better. And sometimes some people see their friends doing good and they hate on them. Like it makes them envious of them. But it's like if that's your take,
corny.
then you got something personally wrong with you
Yeah,
because
that's
really
corny.
you should be motivated by your homie. Like if I know my homie can do it. It shows me that if I really stick to this grind, I can really make something of myself and really do something.
Or you
positive
got
about
some
it.
people where their friends have success. You know what I mean? Instead of it motivating them to want to elevate their game. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? All they want to do is, yo, can you give me a couple dollars?
Yeah.
Can you give me
Yeah,
a couple
you wanna
dollars?
reach instead
And
of trying to get their own.
and that'd be corny because, like I said, I want to see my brothers succeed.
Right.
You succeed. I ain't asking you for no money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I might pick your brain, but I'm not
Yeah.
asking you for
Right,
no money.
right.
But that's what I want.
I might pick your brain and you know what I mean, the proof is in the pudding, so I might take a little bit of your formula, add it
You
to
see, if I
mine,
see your
and
work
push my
ethic,
game.
yeah.
And at the same time, I've always been one of them people that understand that everything is about timing, and you're going to have your season. So
yeah.
if your brother's successful now, supporting,
Yeah.
and don't be sitting there with the thoughts in your mind like, why isn't that me? Because you should have your own plan as a man and know that, and have faith within your plan that your season's going to come.
That's part of the problem though. Cats don't got no plan. They
Yeah.
just out here just
Yeah.
doing whatever.
You know what I'm
Chasing the
saying?
wrong
Like
thing,
I've
man.
never felt threatened by anybody around me. Like I've always wanted to support them because, like I said, I know I got my season coming, and when it's my season, I hope that people support me and want to see me happy.
Right.
I
Wanna
mean,
be
but
happy
you know,
for
some
me.
people got that Allen Iverson effect where they want to be that guy, like, you know what I mean, and they want the homies around them to be kind of like the Eric Snows. You know what I mean? So once they get around dudes that like they're not like they're Golden State. Like I feel like our squad is like really like Golden State. Like we have a genuine group of dudes that are doing nothing more than trying to be successful as well as help each other with that. You know what I'm
But
saying?
even within that, we need to challenge each other more. Like
Yeah.
I said, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like the thing is, like you said, we do have a genuine group of guys that we fuck with. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But it's like we need to challenge each other even more because we could be not individually and collectively doing a lot more.
Right,
And we're
right.
at a crucial age point where like the 30s is crucial.
Nah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because going back to the first topic of your mindset changes, you know what I mean? You know, you go through your 20s. Most people go through their 20s. By the time they hit 30, the late 20s, your mindset is just beginning to mature.
Right.
And you're starting to see things differently, like G's pointed out.
Right.
Then you get into your early 30s, and the things you start seeing differently, you start to begin to act. And at your actions begin to change.
Right.
Which we're all early 30s. I'm pretty sure your actions have changed from your 20s.
No, right.
Not only your mindset, but your actions. And now we're at the point where it's time to capitalize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's time to capitalize. So late 30s, early 40s, you know what I'm saying?
It's that
You're
plan,
in a
man. Yo,
different
that plan
position.
is important, cuz.
Yeah.
That plan is so
A plan is
fucking
everything.
important.
If
yeah.
you
you
don't
gotta execute that plan too. Like you
Yeah.
gotta put in the time. Like that's just hard, but it's possible for sure. Like for anybody. So I just hope, if anybody's listening to that, that's what they take from that conversation, because don't hate on your homie. If your homie's doing good, let it motivate you. Let it motivate you to want to do better for yourself. Not for them, not to impress them, not to do anything for none of that, but just for yourself. Like, make it all about you and your family.
And I want to give a little jewel of the day. You know what I mean? One of my homies that I talk to regularly, I almost talk to him a few times a week, gave me a little jewel. And it's something so basic that we've probably all heard of. But it's something like I've begun to apply into my lifestyle. And it's just, take some extra time in the morning. Like, if you get up at 7 o'clock, get up at 6. And just take a half hour, 40 minutes of just quiet time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Whether, you go sit out on the patio and just sit, but put the phone down, you know what I mean? Don't turn on the TV. Whether you sit at the kitchen table and eat a bowl of cereal, you know what I'm saying? And every day take that quiet time out and process a list of what you need to accomplish for the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's something that's part of planning.
As a 20-year-old, you look at that and you hear shit like that, and you're like, man, I forgot it. You know what I mean? Like, keep it a bean. Like, you ain't trying to hear that shit. But it's so crazy because those little things are so true that if you wish you knew that then, like, you probably would have been doing little shit like that.
Be real. How many of us just get up, the alarm clock goes off, and we get up and go. We go use the bathroom, get in the shower,
get the day
throw
going.
some shit on and go out the door, but you didn't take a half hour to plan.
Right.
Talking about to plan what you have to do today. You in your mind, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get up and go, and I know I got to do this, that, and the third. But somewhere within your day, you lose track of certain things, and then certain things you don't accomplish because before you just got up and go, you get up and go, you didn't plan out your day.
Right. That's huge.
So when you get off course throughout the day, you might have got off work, right? And in the morning, you thought you processed it or you wrote it down, and you said, all right, I'm gonna go to work, and then after work, I gotta run here, and get this done, and this done, right?
Right.
But if you didn't plot that out and plan that out, you get off work and you run into Joe, and he said, what's good?
Right.
Oh, they got wings down at Jack's.
Right. No.
You feel what I'm saying? The
No,
next
right,
thing
though,
you
for
end up
sure.
down Jack's, few wings later, a couple brews later, now you're like, oh man, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna go home and lay it down, and then you didn't accomplish what you wanted to do for the day. That's why it's important to plan, because if you plan, you ran into Joe, you hollered at him, and then he like, yo, nah, homie, I got a couple things I gotta do, so I'll catch you on another note.
That's just discipline, man.
Yeah, but I was about to say that.
But
comes
that's
off of-
planning.
Yeah,
No, I'm
being
gonna piggyback off
disciplined.
the
Disciplining is
planning
planning.
because I'm
Yeah.
big on structure. Like that's one of my biggest things, structure. Like I always joking around when I say this is like my number one thing is structure. So like if someone, and I say this jokingly, if someone wanted to execute me, it would be pretty easy to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I do the same routine every single day. Like my routine is pretty basic every single day. Like I wake up at 5 o'clock, I'm at the gym by 5:30. I think structure is a huge benefit in people's lives, and I think that's what gets people stagnated with, like I was saying, like people choosing to do shit that they're not supposed to be doing is because they get stagnated and doing shit they ain't got no business doing because they're not structured. You know what I mean? And when structured, that comes with discipline, because a lot of people can't be structured because they can't discipline themselves enough to follow any type of real routine. And that's where you get people that are kind of scatterbrained, kind of pretty much all over the place because they're not
homies
structured.
that are fucking scatterbrained.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like, keep it
I've been scatterbrained before.
Right.
You know what I mean? A big
Do you think
clutter
structure
mess.
helped your life out though?
I'm still not fully structured.
Or listing,
how,
like you're listing?
how I want to be, but the thing is, you got to start somewhere. So
The structure really starts with just being disciplined.
Right,
dog.
right.
Like, that's the hardest part about the structure. Like, you can create a plan, but to execute that joint like requires discipline. That means you got to follow. If you got 10 steps on there, you try to do the first 2 and then skip 2. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't getting where you trying to get. Like, that shit ain't gonna work. Nigga. Like, that discipline's hard though. Like,
It is.
life is hard. Like,
discipline.
things happen, things pop up. You said that day you might come home, might have been a long ass day at work. Somebody hit you up like, yo, you trying to go to Jack's? Hell yeah, man. Fuck that other shit. I'll do that shit later. I'm tired. Like,
I wouldn't say discipline is hard. I would say it's something that you definitely have to build up to.
Yeah.
Like it's not something like tomorrow you can say, oh, I'm gonna be disciplined with my life and be 100% disciplined.
That's dead.
The whole thing is there may be days where you miss a step, but you gotta evaluate that and make sure the next day you don't miss a step. And then it's no different than going to the gym. Once you go to the gym 5 days in a row, then you hit the second week and don't miss a day. And there's days you want to miss, but you continue to go. You build a discipline. You build a tolerance, and then it becomes second nature to the point where you enjoy going to the gym and you don't want to miss a day. You can't miss a day because it's ingrained in your regular regimen. You know what I mean?
I need to get back in the gym. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
Nah, it becomes part of your process.
Yeah.
Like, and you fall in love with that. Like, that's the part that you like. That's ingrained in you. Like, if I miss more than 2 days, like, it feels weird. Like, you know what I mean, feel like I cheated myself in some way, shape, or form because now it's become ingrained in me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's become part of your regimen. And like G said, that discipline factor is there. Like, I don't think people understand how hard it is to discipline yourself. Like, it's easy when someone else is doing it. That's why people get life coaches. That's why people get trainers. It's easier to follow direction from another person who's more motivated than you. But to motivate to be self-motivated and to be disciplined is extremely hard. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not hard. It's not hard, but it comes back to, like we first stated, you have to have a plan.
Yeah.
Because when you fall off track, you have to be able to pick back up where you were on your plan and continue going. You can't say, oh, damn, it's Tuesday, I missed the gym, so fuck it, I'm going to go back Monday. And then Monday come, I'm going to do it next week.
Yeah, you can't
then
do that. Right.
Next Monday come, I'm going to kickstart back at the top of the year.
Yeah,
like,
you can't do
when
that.
you have a plan, you miss Tuesday, you pick
Wednesday.
back up
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Right. You're right back in it.
There's going to be slip ups. You're not going to be perfect along the way, but you got to have that plan, and
also allow yourself to have those slip ups. Like, allow yourself to have that. Right.
But you got to resume right back in to where you left off, and continue to work the plan out. Like you said, follow your steps, go through the process till you complete it.
Right.
Keep it a bean. Where you see yourself in like 5 to 10 years?
Who, me?
Yeah.
As far as like what?
Just period. Like right now on a Sunday at 12 o'clock in 5 to 10 years, or even let's just say 10 years, where do you see yourself, like, how your life going to be? Like, what do you feel?
I definitely see myself being a multi-millionaire.
Okay.
Not that, you know what I mean, I'm preaching about money and all that, but I definitely see myself being financially free. And pretty much just live, like, my whole thing is I want to make, become financially free because I just want to travel. To be honest with you, I want to be able to travel a lot. Like, I want to be able to take my kids around the world, see different cultures. I want to be able to go on trips with the homies.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of y'all don't value those trips. And
I do.
You know what I mean?
I'm big on them.
Me personally, like, I want to be able to go on trips with my family, trips with my girl, trips where maybe we go on trips with our companions together,
right.
Yeah.
then just straight homie joints.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's hard because when, financially everything is tough. But
It's
it's
just
like,
grinding right now. It's grind
to
mode.
be
right
honest
now.
with you, like, I'm the type of person where I see myself being a multi-millionaire and being able to say, yo, what's up, fellas? Any of y'all want to slide this weekend? I got a little situation.
Right.
We out.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to come, that's fine.
What
But
you, Buck? Where you feel like you going to be at in 10 years?
10?
Yeah, let's just do 10 years. I mean,
All right.
10 years is...
10 years is long. Yeah.
It's not, but...
I mean, but it isn't, but it is. But at the same time, 10 years, I'll be 44. Definitely be in a financially stable situation. Probably 3-4 houses in. About 3-4 houses in. Definitely starting to teach Araya the ropes as far as, because that's what I think I'm big. I'm gonna start preaching to her the financial freedom behind property as far as just in general. I'm big on that because I don't think the school system's not going to teach your kid that. So teaching my kids about the financial freedoms, definitely, like he said, being able to take trips. And it's funny because my wife motivates me with stuff and she doesn't realize she does it. Like, she just sent me a John where it was a trip around the world, 175 days, $57,000. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So just imagine being able to take 175 days out of your life and just travel the world. Like literally, you're going around the entire world on a cruise. 57 grand, which in all aspects, 57 grand is not that bad.
It's not. I don't think I could do that one though.
No.
But 50,
75?
175 days.
I don't know if I would want to do that. That's not really a vacation.
But it's
for
not
me.
really. But it's
Nah,
not majority on land.
I see what you took from it, though.
It's not on ocean. It's not all on ocean. You'll touch Europe. You'll touch China. You're going to touch everything. So you're going to be able to get off. You know, you'll spend 2-3 days in one location, just on land. But
I don't
but just
know.
thinking about that, to be able to the point where I could take $120,000 and just take me and my wife on a trip around the world.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Just being able to do what you want to do.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that's huge.
Like it ain't about if we agree or not. It's just about being able to do what you want to do.
Right.
If I wanted to say, "Yo, let's get out of here. Let's shoot down South. That's light. Let's shoot down South Beach tonight." You know what I mean? How y'all back tomorrow?
I think everybody wants that lifestyle where they can be able to just hit their family up or their homies up and be able to be like, "Yo, pack your bags. Like, just book your flight. I got the spot. I'll have somebody, or I'll pick you up from the airport. Just get down here."
Everybody doesn't want that lifestyle.
Not everybody, but I feel like most of the people we know, like you said, we talked about earlier, like that head of the family type boy that everybody can go to. They want that lifestyle where they can be able to get there. But it's like getting there is going to be a road for you. That's why I asked 10 years, because 10 years is probably really the realistic. I mean, timeline for niggas to hit that pinnacle.
The thing is, things can happen fast.
They can, but I'm just being on a more conservative timeline.
The whole thing is, are you willing to sacrifice
that
a year?
Yeah.
Are you willing to sacrifice 2 years?
You might have to sacrifice 5, 6, 7 years. Like, I know people that had to sacrifice their whole.
My whole thing is, like I said, everybody's process is different, but regardless of what the time is, it took that much time of sacrifice. And when I mean sacrifice, I don't just mean, oh yeah, I'm grinding, this, that, the third. I mean, you're shorting your family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're going through, because like I said, to really become financially free, there may be a time where you have to butt heads with your woman.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Because you got to hold back on some finances.
Right.
And really be cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, not all the time they're going to see your vision though. Like they only see the fruit when the tree's grown. Like they don't see the seed that was planted. And like, that's sometimes, and I mean, it's vice versa. But sometimes you're like you say, you're going to have to
they can see it though. They can see it. Like, you just got to talk to them. Like you might talk to them a lot of times, but you got to talk to them.
But a lot of times in the process of getting to, like you said, the fruits of your labor, at some point it becomes to get strainful and it gets tough.
Right.
It just takes a certain level of just like
I feel like things don't happen like, oh yeah, I follow my plan and it just worked out. It never works like that. I feel like you follow your plan to the point you literally exhaust damn near all your resources, like for something major, and it's to the point where you're literally down to nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing. And people start disassociating themselves from you, and you stay strong and what you believe in and keep going, and then your shit hits.
Right.
Yeah, real rap though.
Like I feel like that's how, like I've read so many people's stories, and
that's the level it takes, man.
Like and
I'm pretty sure that's a hard decision.
That's the whole thing we talked about is.
But put yourself in those shoes though. I'm pretty sure that's a tough decision to make. Like, do I take it to this level, or do I maybe just kind of like step back a little bit because my family is.
I mean, but that's like he said, that's a hard decision,
in the middle of that moment, like to make that decision is like crucial, because you really might not know, like, yo, I might be drawing. I'm drawing right now. I need to be with my family. Like, I'm out here tripping, but really that business is important to you, or that venture is important to you. So
I mean, but like you said, as long as if you having that conversation regularly, and I mean you're showing your mate from day one what the seed you're planting is going to it's supposed to turn into, and like your game plan, and kind of like how G said, and you're writing that list down, and you're not only keeping the list to yourself, but you're basically breaking that down to your mate. It becomes to a point where they'll be as infatuated with the game plan as you are, hopefully. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they're really for what you're talking about, they're going to probably end up jumping on board. Like, eventually you're going to jump on board and want to do it. Like, I mean, don't get it twisted. Motherfucker, like, it's going to be hard. Like, it's going to be points where they're like, can't you take a day off? And you're like, no. I can't.
Right.
Like I can't. No.
I need you to come with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
My girl was reading that Michelle Obama book.
Yeah.
She was like texting me little excerpts from it.
right.
And like everybody looks at the Obamas like, oh, they're a happy family, this, that, and the third. But like I said, Obama's road to get to where he got was tough on his wife and his family.
Right.
It was a lot of late nights where he wasn't home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And his woman like, I don't know if I could do this, and you know what I mean. And he's a real good dude and a genuine dude. And
Right.
like she was saying, like, you know, it's nights, and he's like, I'll be home. I'm on my way home. I'm leaving the office now. I'll be home in 20 minutes. And within that time, you know,
Something else pops up.
he gets in a conversation with
Somebody
at the office, and then next you know he gets into a passionate conversation, and it's 2 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And my girl sent me that because like I do that a lot too. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be at the office and she's like, you know, what time are you gonna be home? I'm like, babe, it's hard for me to give you an exact time, but I'm trying to make it home. And you know, these things happen like when you know, you just got a lot on your plate, and you gotta balance it. But I definitely want financial freedom. Like, and I'm willing to sacrifice now.
That's all it is, man. Like that.
Like, I'm not willing to sacrifice my family, but I mean,
but if you're trying to be that guy like you talked about, that's what it might take.
In the sense you may, when we talked about sacrifices, in a sense you may have.
But you have to also, I mean, there's a combination of sacrificing that, but knowing your limits as well. Like, all right, like I'm not gonna be out here just missing birthdays and you know what I mean. Like,
you
I
gotta
ain't
say
home.
no. Like,
like you might have to put it together where it's like, all right, I gotta also be able to be home.
I feel like you can balance it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No matter what, because I hear people tell me, "Oh no, you can't balance." You can balance it.
I mean, you just gotta be. You gotta as strong as you are about making your business a priority. You also gotta be that strong and making your family that. So you might have a certain amount of hours where literally, look, you can touch me, you can reach me from here to there. After here, look, it's family time. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And be comfortable with telling the homies that. Be comfortable telling business associates that. And be real about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I come in, I work from 9 to 5. And that's just what it is. I work 9 to 5. You could touch me, you could reach me from 9 to 5. At 1 o'clock, I take my lunch. So from 9 to 5, you can reach me. After 5 o'clock, bro, it's family time, and you got to respect that. But from 9 till then, I'm giving you everything I got.
But you're going to have to sacrifice some family time.
Oh, no, 100%. 100%, bro. We do it.
If you think you're going to work if you think you're going to gain financial freedom by working a 9 to 5, then going home and eating dinner with the kids and the wifey every night,
that's dead.
And then watching the television programming and then going to sleep, you're not going to get it that way. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to work more than that 8 hours. You're going to have to work 12, 16.
But what you can do is you can work that 9 to 5, go ahead and get that dinner and out the way, and don't plan on taking your ass to sleep right away. And the hell with that television. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? There's ways in which you can work around it where you can still get that little power hour with the family in, because dinner's huge. You know what I'm saying? You get to break down what your kids were doing for the day. You got an hour to kind of have dinner, kind of converse with them, but then you're back to the grind. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it a bean. We was TV kids. Like, niggas was TV kids.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that much TV recently, man. I don't feel no different about it. Like,
right.
I mean, like, I never, right. You know, you hear people like, oh man, we don't watch TV. Like, well, y'all tripping? Y'all don't watch TV? Yeah. Dog. I changed my cable package, nigga, to save a couple of dollars off of Comcast.
Right.
They go, I don't watch none of that TV no more. Like, what's football on Sundays? That's it. Like, you can't tell me when the last time I turned the TV on and watched something on actual TV. I'm like, that's just overrated. Like, people that sit around and watch TV all day chilling.
It's funny because I turn the TV on for sound.
Nah, I don't even do that.
Like you know what I mean? Like,
and that ain't even no cap. I'm not even trying to be on something.
No, but
I
100%.
That's just like, yo, people don't realize the little shit that dog wasting time on adds up. Like, that TV shit is whack. Like,
there's no point for it.
Yeah, it really is. Like, just unplug that joint for like a day or two. You realize, like, damn, like, I don't miss that shit at all. Like,
you don't, because there's so much other stuff in which you could do with your time that if you take advantage of, bro, like, you can set yourself up. Like, just think about if someone was to take that way of thinking for 6 months, how much they could get done.
If they're actually using that time to do shit.
Yeah, wisely.
Right, that's what it really comes down 100%. to.
Right.
Nah, I enjoyed today's conversations, man. I feel like we was definitely on some giving people a different taste of what we would kind of talk about in our chat, and it's how we think mentally. Like I kind of give people.
I think people think that the chat's always jokes.
Yeah, like any guy chat is always joke. Like we ain't just sending booty pics and it's just twerking all day. Like that happens, but we ain't doing that every day. Like you know what I mean, niggas really have conversations.
This week's conversation was a lot more serious.
Yeah,
and there'll be weeks where
it's funny and
we
some
joke
serious,
around.
but you know niggas really intellectually have brains on them, man. Like we ain't out here just living life. We out here really trying to make moves. So
yeah, right. And I think it's good for people to see that too, because like I said, a lot of times when it comes to the chat, I mean everybody has a chat, females, males. Yeah, well, everybody got their own chat.
That female chat probably crazy.
But you gotta think they probably had their moments where they think like us too. Like I mean they ain't got no ass shaking, but they probably got some out. You know what I mean? But
they probably got hurt, nigga.
Yeah, but I don't want to imagine. I don't want to imagine.
Exactly.
I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But
our chat's crazy.
Yeah, but
being like that.
It's just good to see the other. It's just good for people to see the other side of what we offer in the chat and what we got going on.
We gonna go R-rated with the chat.
I mean, we can go R-rated whenever. Like our chat is wild. Like we gotta give people a taste of what "Take Me Out This Chat" was about. Like. Take Me Out This Chat was serious. My man said I fucking stab you, dude.
Yeah, that right there tells you.
That's serious. That video was shot, 10 years ago?
And it was all authentic.
That's what I'm saying. Really like, that joint wasn't just shot just for this purpose of this,
that was
this
authentic,
content. No,
that was an authentic lash out, right?
I was dead ass serious in that video.
Trying to use my phone for other purposes.
My man meant that from the bottom of his heart.
That's why my man's studio was in the fucking basement.
Yeah.
But that just shows the growth. That shows the growth, bruh. I remember the studio was in his damn upstairs room.
Yeah,
we had
in that middle room.
We had one take to record an entire song.
Mic and we used to pass it off, and I would spit my verse and hurry up and pass it off, and Buck would come in and spit his.
When you gonna get back in the booth, man?
What am I going? I'm trying to drop a project sometime early next year.
Yeah, that'd be
I've been working on the project for a while.
I would like to get back to the little video editing thing. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like if I'd have kept doing it, I'd probably have been hot as shit.
You'd have been sweet. You was already got a few videos under your belt.
Yeah, man. You might want to get another camera. You had a camera.
I know. I fucked my camera up, man. That was a terrible night.
Yeah, I might need to invest in a camera too.
That was a terrible night.
But I ain't trying to do no videos. I always like the way the pictures came out on them.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
So,
niggas ain't watch Power yet, right? We can talk about all this shit, right? Power.
I ain't watched the whole episode.
You ain't watched the season at all?
Yeah, I watched the season. I just ain't watched this episode.
I'm up to current. I didn't watch last night or today's episode.
Yeah, I ain't watched.
I'm gonna watch that today.
You ready?
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
I didn't watch it. No.
I ain't talking about Power. I'm good on Power, bro. I'm watching it. I fuck with it, but
what's the hottest show out besides Power? Like I know everybody said that Queen of the South was alright.
I
ain't watched Queen of the South yet.
I couldn't get into the Queen of the South.
I watched Snowfall a little bit. That joint's hot a little bit.
No, I got into Snowfall.
I fucked with Snowfall.
It took me a while to get into it, but once I really once it got into the deep second season, I really started getting onto it.
I gotta get back on Snowfall.
It's hard to watch shows, man. Like
it's hard to watch them.
It's hard to get into it. Yeah, you gotta go back and watch 20 episodes before you caught up.
I know y'all weren't into it, but you know what my shit was.
What?
Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, I was in the Game of Thrones.
I wasn't. I haven't watched.
People be surprised when they see like certain cats is in the game. You like that? Hell yeah, I like them dragons and shit.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I never watched the episode. G's been trying to tell me that I need to just watch one episode, and I'll probably be ready to watch it. I'm kind of on that same level where I can't go all the way back to watch all of them.
All the way up to the last season.
The hottest show as of recently. Keep it a
Game of
bean.
Thrones.
No, I don't think so.
What?
I would probably say Sons of Anarchy.
No.
You fuck with Sons of Anarchy hard.
Yo, ask Biz about Sons of Anarchy. I put Biz on Sons of Anarchy. Biz is fucking with Sons of Anarchy. Nigga, Sons of Anarchy was hot, dog.
I never got
them white boys riding around them bikes was doing some reckless shit. Like that joint was crazy.
I never watched an episode of that. You was preaching that to me too for a minute.
How many seasons they got of that out?
I don't even know.
Too many. 8, that's the thing. I don't want to go all the way back.
8. That's what I'm saying.
Watch
like,
season 1.
As of recent, that probably was one of the hottest shows. That and maybe
the
Walking, not the Walking Dead. What was the other joint with boy was making the meth? What was that? The Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. I fuck with that joint. I watched Breaking Bad. I fuck with that.
My all time series is The Wire.
Of course,
that's definitely.
I still got 100%. Your Wire the DVD set.
I fuck with The Wire.
You
right,
burnt for that, bro. You gonna have to wait till another one comes through.
The Wire.
Sorry,
it's all good. You got
it's a classic. I gotta keep that. I can't.
Even though Power got whacked to me. It's
Power
definitely
did get a little whack.
but it's definitely one of the better ones.
Mm-hmm.
And
Empire was super corny. I
couldn't get into
I
it.
watched the first season. Of
I
Empire.
did watch the first season. After
I couldn't
that,
get
I
into
was
it.
done.
It's getting a
bro.
little too like
that
like
shit was
Cookie and them was
too
drawn.
weird.
Yeah,
like I'm cool.
It was out there. They out
Like
there
you know,
killing niggas
ratings
and-
wise, Game of Thrones broke the.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you a show y'all got to tune into, and y'all might not think that it's all right. Join Euphoria.
I was watching a couple.
That joint
I watched,
alright.
No, listen. I watched
That
the
joint
episode or two. But my wifey was like, "Man, turn that off," because the kid was up, and it was like teens having like.
But it's all right. The joint what's her name? Zeldin,
Yeah.
whatever her name is,
Yeah.
made me look at her completely different. She's a great actress, bro. Great. She played her
You
role.
watching them teens, huh? But
Nah, you on some freak shit? No, but I'm just thinking about when we was younger, like
Listen, all
that was real shit.
all that Euphoria. I watched that Euphoria. All it is dark ass scenes with like
No.
colored lights and teens.
No, Shorty's an addict.
ain't
Like,
watching. I don't know
Shorty's
what
an
it's about.
addict. The joint.
drugs.
What's her name? What's her name? Zodon. What was it?
sex,
whatever her
money,
name.
and
Whatever her
drugs.
name
Zendaya,
is.
whatever her
Zendaya.
name is. Yeah,
Zendaya's her
yeah,
name.
yeah.
The joint Zendaya, like she's coming, like the initial scene, she's coming home from rehab. You know, but in rehab she was getting high. Like she's a complete
I'm
addict.
gonna watch it.
She's a complete addict. But you watching, it's like, yo, this joint is actually official. Like, I got hooked right into it. I watched the whole first season.
Right.
All right, well, man, I'm ready to get out of here, man. Get ready for my day.
All right. We got anything, any guru talk or any predictions for this week?
I don't even want to talk no guru talk this week.
All right, because your team won.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. That was a great feeling. Like winning on Thursday
All right,
night.
before we get out of here, can't forget about our sponsor, Brownstone Media Company. Brownstone Media Company at gmail.com. If you got anything as far as media, multimedia needs, anything of that nature, we got a 20 by 20 foot green screen here, as well as two studios A and B. You can reach Brownstone Media Company at 484-781-8335. That again is Brownstone Media Company at 484-781-8335. They're located in Pottstown, Pennsylvania at 213 East High Street, the 4th floor. If you want to shoot an email, that is brownstonemediacompany at gmail.com.
I'm trying to make a beat, yo. I ain't gonna
All
lie.
right. So, hey, if you're looking to sponsor the show, we definitely got openings for sponsorship. If you're looking to sponsor the show, please reach out to us on Take Me Out This Chat at IG. Take Me Out This Chat at IG. Please reach out to us. We're definitely got sponsorship openings, and we'll definitely put you in there and, you know, put your business out there in whatever case you may be or wherever you're looking to do, and we'll have a conversation about that. Just reach out to us, and we'll definitely plug you in. Plug.
All right, y'all. Yeah.
Peace.
Dollar Boys.
Take me out.